Hi, my name is Matt Matson, and welcome back to a video series covering material from my book, Melodic Stick Control, which you can pick up at lonestarpercussion.com. In this video, I'm going to cover the first sticking concept that you should apply to the 10 melodies, and that is alternating singles. This is the same sticking concept that was used in all of the preparatory exercises, only now combined with all of the practice methods demonstrated in the previous videos, and now applied to one melody at a time. With the alternating singles concept, you alternate between the left and right hand, never repeating either hand, even when playing the bass drum fill-in variations. This will be a real challenge for those who are predominantly natural sticking players, because natural sticking trains you to play the strong beats with your dominant hand. In order to have creative freedom on the drum set, you need to be comfortable playing the strong and weak beats with either hand. This will eventually eliminate those musical hiccups that occur because you started a musical idea with the wrong hand, and you will truly become ambidextrous. Try the following warm-up exercise from the alternating singles chapter to test your alternating sticking ambidexterity. Here is the warm-up melody played with a swung eighth note overlay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now with a triplet overlay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally, with a 16th note overlay. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are not alone if you try these warm-ups and discover that they're deceptively difficult. Most of my students struggle with this at first because of their natural sticking dependence. You may have also noticed that the warm-up exercise doesn't have any rest phrasing, but it, like the warm-up exercise for all of the sticking concepts, is a good example of what I call accent phrasing. As drummers, these subdivisions or rolls we play between our accents gives our melodic ideas length, much like a horn player's long notes. I'll demonstrate this on a sparse melody with an eighth note triplet overlay using alternating singles. I'll play it twice through. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. The longer the space between accents in our melodic ideas, the longer the accent phrase, which is very effective for pacing your solos, and it also gives inexperienced improvisers time to plan ahead. When you get to the last overlay of the alternating sticking exercises, you'll find a 16th note variation that was not covered in the preparatory exercises, and that is tap singles. Tap singles is the same rhythmically as what drumlines refer to as tap diddles, which will be covered in the next sticking concept video. I like practicing the tap singles variation, not only because it makes it possible to use all of my diddle roll ideas with singles, but also because it helps to highlight the melody when overlaying singles at faster tempos. Listen to melody 1, played first with tap diddles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now listen to the same melody played with tap singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rhythmically, the two previous examples are identical, so you may ask yourself at some point why you would need multiple sticking concepts for playing the same thing. Well, for one, just like an artist needs several shades of red, you too will eventually want to embellish melodic ideas with different shades of 16th notes or other subdivisions. From a more practical standpoint, singles tend to have more clarity on loosely tuned toms, while diddles are better suited for playing faster rolls on surfaces with more rebound. Also, once you start combining the singles and diddle sticking concepts, you will also have much more creative freedom when orchestrating your melodies around the drum set. To put the alternating single sticking concept in a musical context even most non-jazz listeners are familiar with, I'll use it to embellish the first 8 bars of a jazz standard called "It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing." You can follow along with the rhythms of this popular melody to see how practicing the 10 melodies with alternating singles will eventually lead to some interesting embellishments of some of your favorite melodies. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alternating single strokes is the most basic, but probably the most important sticking concept to master for developing creative freedom on the drum set. It is also a necessary foundation for playing diddles, the second sticking concept in melodic stick control. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out drumphilosophy.com for more melodic stick control support and other free drumming resources.